So next we have another poet, Katie Thompson. Katie's a recent graduate of the New School with an MFA in poetry. Her work has appeared in, or is forthcoming in LMA, is that how you pronounce it? Yes. The Best American Poetry Blog, and Pank, among others. She currently resides somewhere in Brooklyn. Please welcome Katie Thompson.
Go way down. Go down here. I know, me either. I'll stand over here. I just won't use that because it's so high. Most of these are, can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. Most of these are from a project called Shh, Not Now, Apocalypse. First one's titled, Don't Wake Up the Road. In China, 443 chickens trampled each other to death because of a screaming 4-year-old. Are you serious? And also, you're leaving me? Statistically speaking, odds are not in our favor here. I'm gnawing on bones we've left behind, all skull knots and bits of teeth. I've smashed my fist into anything that'll listen, but I've stopped pretending I understand what it's like to explore places I've only been trapped in. I need to talk to you, but you're never on the other end of the two-way radio. I tune to the emergency channel and yell, I don't want to be alone at the soft static. You are so far away. Maybe I will write you a sonnet. Bitches love sonnets. The radio buzzes at my feet. I reach to pick up the transmitter and produce a fist of sand. My roller coaster knuckles grip at disrupted chronology, the twist of a chicken neck, a hum of the ground when something else is near. This is a sonnet. It's called Apocalypse, A Brief History. Hanging, gunfire, which do you prefer if we survive this, if there is a way? Light it on fire, the dry Christmas fir, the age of radioactive decay. Goodbye, goodbye, my American lime, exceeded by the plight of happier men. Compare us with the power line of time. Compare us with every now and then. Your face, the rehearsed fruit with a soft rot, disappears into nothing, into wire. Oh, my little severed Gordian knot, underwater we are burned, we are tired. When we are honest, we are like stained glass. Everything green, everything gone at last. This one's called, There Are No Anarchists Here. It is okay if the oxygen mask does not inflate entirely. Let me demonstrate. This is a seatbelt. You are the only person who cannot win a fight with an introspective orgy. To unhook, you just pull the clasp. Let me demonstrate. Since nobody is sitting next to me, I have 2 flotation devices. Our rough and ready fancy armadillo beverage holder is an unpredictable conversation piece. This is an airplane. You are sitting in an airplane. Let me demonstrate. Please turn off all overhead lights. You are strapped to these cave walls. Let me demonstrate. Since nobody is sitting next to me, this is the dividing line. This one's called Brain in a Vat. There is no one but I call out, it's me, I'm here. This does not help my living in the world, if there is such a thing. Living, I mean. Have you considered lately how inconsequential the physical world is? Raise your hand if we're still arguing for methodological solipsism. We'd no longer have to be concerned with wanting things, worrying out of love, having a personality, etc. I assume this sexual philosophy is appropriate for a world in which basic relational states are easily accessed. Like how I assume the inside of a Windex bottle is really, really clean. It's inaccurate, but it feels safe. Safe like Nat King Cole, safe like cognitive dissonance, more distance and less material time. In our heads, we are not home. This one's called Fist Machine. Ah. Blue, I've got you grounded. 1 clap for anarchy on your power grid, 3 more times if the first succeeded. My knuckles are pink from nickels you slid across the table. My mouth is tired of trying to figure out why. Blue, I've got you. Shut the door, peel off the labels, scream a little, bitches, all of them, stop now, stop 3 more times if the first succeeded. Let's Let's spend all day looking for that museum squid. Leave me at the bottom of the moving staircase. Blue, you walked away with your smallest spine. Tonight, I stole a can of Pepsi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry 3 more times if the first succeeded. Let's not confuse contact with theory. Let's not pretend we're human. Blue, I had you grounded. I'll crush you 3 more times if the first succeeded. I have a head wound, and I love you. You look so discouraged in formal wear, but who am I to say what is encouraging anymore? We came close to rediscovering a dipper, which one I'm not sure, but then we stopped. You asked how long we'd been here, and I gave up. I got nostalgic about corduroy jackets and caring and claiming deep dish pizza crusts nobody else wanted. When I say formal wear, what I mean is you are wearing actual clothes and still pining for shampoo and are concerned about non-existent futures because you think nutrition is all we have left. It's not. I've told you. We're going to spend so long trying to name all the nameless things we know, there won't be time for future. Theoretically, I am scared of you, getting stuck airborne, wondering about the first frost, but what you're feeling is just wandering vertigo. I like your face the way it is now. How could I have thought this place was a forced collapse? This one's called Ways. To answer a phone. Get foghorn. Blow into speaker. Pretend you are the bill collector to the bill collector. At the tone, the time will be 11:43 a.m. in Hong Kong. To reframe life, only something burning smells like something burning. I keep walking into the wrong evacuation zones and liking them more. To justify things, I could explode. If I had a parrot, I would teach it to say, "Help, I've been turned into a parrot." A cat I've seen before crosses the street. To end a relationship and or to escape a falling coconut. Pretend you are somewhere else. See Gandhi, Journal of Trauma, Injuries Due to Falling Coconuts, 1951. This one is Exit Strategies for a Balloon, Part 2. Wow, I just climbed Mount Rushmore and thought, wow, why did I do that? I thought, wow, this isn't even a real mountain. My sister, she must be lonely with me so high up here on these rocks. I thought my brother, no, he has been gone for a while. No, he's been dead for a while. I just climbed Mount Rushmore and thought, wow, this is a lot to take in. I can see all of South Dakota. A billboard says, all roads lead to Wall Drug. And I can see all the roads, and they are all leading. I can see it. Down the street, a house is on fire. A billboard says, vacuuming with your husband's overalls on while your hair is on fire isn't normal. But on meth it is. I just climbed Mount Rushmore and thought, what the fuck? I am telling people I climbed Everest instead. I am not going to mention Wall Drug or the meth. Wow, the meth I am definitely not going to mention. I'm going to say, wow, I climbed Mount Everest and thought about how great Mount Rushmore is. Enough granite for anything. This last one isn't part of the collection, and I just wrote it, and I don't know. It's called Step Into My Office. I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm dead. I took your advice and went for it. When you said skydiving was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, I thought you were maybe being facetious, but here we are at my funeral, and you are in a blue suit drinking a Bud Heavy, which feels rude. Shame on you, Grandpa. Thank you.